Back, you're watching markets at noon. Wonderla Holidays. Now that stock was up around 10 odd percent yesterday after the company said that they have received the approval for their Chennai plant. Now, to give us more details on the same, Arun Chittilappilly, the MD of Wonderla Holidays, is joining us on the show now. Sir, you must be relieved that the final approval now has come in after 7-8 years. What is the completion timeline and what are the investments that you have made in this project?
So thanks for having me on the show. Yes, so we started this project, thinking about this project in 2016. But after many delays, I think finally we've come to a point where we've started the project. The total investment that we are planning here is about 400 crores, out of which about 100 crores has already been invested in land and land development related activities. The rest of the money should be invested in the next couple of years. We hope to make this park operational by July of 2025, so roughly about 18 months from now. A lot of the planning and design for this project has already been done, so we just have to execute it. So we're looking forward to it. I think Chennai is going to be one of our largest markets. Tamil Nadu is a very strong market for amusement parks, and we're happy to be able to get into our project mode there finally.
Absolutely. Hi, Arun. This is Vinny joining in the conversation as well. What I also want to understand is that you plan to adopt an asset-light approach as well, right, moving forward by leasing of land from state governments and similar to their approach that we've seen in Odisha as well. So, what is the capex that you would be actually reducing because of this plan? How much of that capex would be reduced now?
So Chennai for us is a full-fledged project where we actually buy the land and we do all the work ourselves. So it's not going to be an asset-light model. It's going to be a full amusement park. The asset-light model for us is going to be used in the tier 2 cities like Indore and Bhubaneswar. In these cities, our total capex is planned around 150 crores. So as against 400 crores, we will be spending only 150 crores. So so that's the difference that you can see in the investment.
Okay, and also just want to understand in its tourism policy released recently, the state government said that the single window clearance would be given to tourism projects in the amusement park and theme park space as well. What does this actually mean for the company?
It's just faster approvals and processes, which I think has helped us. After we got the suitable order on the local body tax exemption for the company, it took us only 3 months to finish all our approvals. So I think it's a much faster process, and of course there was a lot of effort from our team as well. But I think the government also has been very proactive, in making sure that the investment stays in the state and. The successful completion of the project was a priority for them. So that's good to see for us as well.
So we do understand that Q2 is usually seasonally weak for when it comes to footfalls. But how have footfalls picking up in Q3, and what is your outlook when it comes to the festive season?
So we're just getting into the festive season now, and so far we just finished Dussehra, and Dussehra has been quite strong. So we're happy with that. We did better than what we thought we would, so that's great. Q2 is historically weak for us, so that continues in terms of footfalls. It was okay. I mean, it's not bad, but I think Q3 should be a better. It's looking good because I think people are still. Very interested in outings during the festive seasons. A lot of festivals are happening in this quarter, so I think that should be good for the company as well. Yes,
absolutely. Good for the company, festive season, and cheer across the country as well. And they're hoping that would be better for the company as well. But, also let's just talk about your average revenue per user, right? Because that is, you've been able to improve that in FY23. Even in Q1 FY24, you were able to improve that, supported by both the ticket prices hikes as well as focused efforts to improve the non-ticket revenue as well. Do you think that is something that would continue in Q3, Q4, second half of the year as well?
Yes, I think our price hikes and our change in our ARPU strategy will definitely continue in Q2 and Q3 and for the rest of the year. We are expecting a higher ARPU and higher yield from our visitors, and because our offerings have been substantially differentiated and more upgraded versions of especially non-ticket revenues should see a big growth compared to the last year. We have been systematically refurbishing and repositioning a lot of our F&B and retail offerings, and that you will see will contribute a higher percentage.
Okay, Arun, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon
you.
on ET Now and giving us an understanding about the company and finally the approval that you've gotten for the Chennai park as well. Thank you so much for that.